Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. Spins past him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Williams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
We got three. Here we go. Madden 38.
They'll try and throw for it with Boykin. A nice little, and it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Winston and the Bucks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially the run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. He spins free. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll throw on first with Boykin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. White 90.
Now it's Boykin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Buck out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Ready. Blue lady. Easy.
The give is to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Boykin to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
second down, Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So out come the Bucks now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Boykin off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Bernard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Boykin. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Mixon. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a carry for Bernard. A beautiful spin and room to run. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Jameis on second down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Boykin. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he knocks it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a second down throw for Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. Bernard shows the agility. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. This time Boykin looks to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Levante David coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's a give to Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. With it is Jackson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Winston on the move to his left. And he fends him off. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go. What? 90.
Mixon with a first down carry. And fights through one man. And they'll get him down right around the 16. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. That tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Joe Mixon able to get a couple here but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll go again to Jones. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
On the counter, here's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. They'll pitch it out to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This is Jones. And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zill.